Good afternoon. I am presenting this abstract, that is Furmonertinib versus Gefitinib in treatment name EGFR mutated non-small cell lung cancer. This was phase 3 study, which was double-blind and multicentric study. This study was done in China. So before the inclusion criteria of this study, let's see the background. This Furmonertinib is a third generation EGFR TKI, and which has action against EGFR sensitizing mutation, including T790M mutation, which was seen in phase 1 and phase 2 trials. It has encouraging efficacy and good tolerability. It has shown activity in CNS lesion in phase 1 and phase 2 trial, and since it selectively inhibits the mutated receptor, it doesn't inhibit wild type receptor, so its side effects were less. So let's see the inclusion criteria of this study. Patients with age more than 18 with good performance status, with locally advanced or metastatic non-small cell lung cancer patients, with EGFR mutated patient, with no prior anti-tumor therapy, and asymptomatic CNS metastatic patients were allowed. In one arm, they gave Furmonertinib with a dose of 80 mg OD, and its dose is similar to osimertinib. And in another arm, they gave Gefitinib 250 mg OD. Treatment was continued till disease progression or intolerable toxicity or initiation of new therapy or withdrawal of the consent. Primary endpoint of this study was progression-free survival, and secondary endpoints were overall response rate, disease control rate, duration of response, and overall survival. So 750 patients were assessed for eligibility. Out of them, 350 patients were randomized for the treatment. 178 patients in Furmonertinib arm received this drug, and 180 patients in Gefitinib arm received this Gefitinib. If we see the patients' characteristics, both the arms were well matched. Female patients were more compared to male. 65% patients were female in Furmonertinib arm, and 62% patients were female in Gefitinib arm. Median age was 59 in Furmonertinib and 60 in Gefitinib. If we see the mutation status, exon 19 deletion mutation was present in 51% patient in both the arm, and L858R mutation was present in 49% in both arm. A quarter of the patients were smoker in both the arm, and if we see the CNS metastasis, 35% patients were having asymptomatic CNS metastasis in experimental arm, and 32% in the Gefitinib arm. So the primary endpoint was progression-free survival, and PFS was 20.8 months compared to 11.1 months in Gefitinib arm, which is quite similar to osimertinib, where we have seen 18 months of PFS in the FLORA trial. Hazard ratio was 0.44. If we see the subgroup analysis, in almost all subgroup, this drug has fared better compared to Gefitinib, irrespective of the age, sex, performance status, smoking status, or even in the mutation. In both exon 19 and L858R mutation, this drug fared better compared to Gefitinib. So if we see the median PFS in patients with CNS metastasis, it was 18 months compared to 12.4 months, and 49% patient in experimental arm progressed or died, and 71% patients in Gefitinib arm progressed or died at the time of result publication. And duration of response was 19.7 months in experimental arm and 11 months in Gefitinib arm. Disease rate control was also better in Furmonertinib arm. So the primary endpoint was PFS, which was statistically significantly better. And if you see the duration of response and time to progression, these were also statistically better, 9.71 versus 10.5 months if you see the duration of response, and if you see the time to progression, it was 20.9 months versus 11.2 months. Other endpoints were numerically better, but statistically they were not significant. If we see the safety profile, treatment-related adverse events of grade 3 or more were reported in 11% in the experimental arm and 18% in the Gefitinib arm. Treatment-related severe adverse events were 6% in both the arm, and most common treatments-related severe adverse events were elevated SGOT and SGPT, which were seen in 2% in both the arms. So this drug was quite well tolerated since it does not affect the wild type EGFR. And despite longer duration of exposure, 18.3 months were compared to 11.2 months in Gefitinib, this drug has lesser toxicity, compared to the gefitinib, and treatment-related severe adverse events were even less common compared to gefitinib. So to conclude, in this randomized double-blind phase 3 trial, this furmonertinib was associated with significantly longer PFS compared to gefitinib in untreated EGFR mutated non-small cell lung cancer, and it was 20.8 month versus 11.1 month. This benefit was consistent across all pre-specified subgroup. This drug was quite well tolerated, and treatment-related adverse events were less, 11% versus 18%. This result suggests that furmonertinib is potentially preferred first-line therapy in EGFR mutated Chinese non-small cell lung cancer patient compared with gefitinib. Only drawback of this study was conducted only in China, so only one ethnicity was included, and mainland China peoples were included, no other patients were included. Thank you.